Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we are going to eat at the Eagle. It is a southern restaurant down in the Highlands. With us is good friend Cedric. He's never been here, we haven't either, so we're going to check it out. They are famous for their fried chicken, and they have a spicy honey that they put on it that's supposed to be really good, but it's mostly just southern cooking, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, greens, things like that. So we'll check it out and we'll let you know what we think. So we just finished dinner at the Eagle. I had the half chicken. Debbie had the chicken sandwich. We'll show some pictures and some video of that in a little while. But before we say goodbye to Cedric, we just wanted to get his opinion, find out what he ordered, what he liked, and would he do it again. So to start off with, what did you get for dinner?
I had the half chicken. The chicken was really moist. The crust on it was crisp. A spicy honey for it. Excellent.
All right. What about your sides? What was your favorite sides?
My favorite sides, they were all good. I enjoyed them all, but I'm a sweet potato guy. I love the sweet potatoes best, and then probably the mashed potatoes after that.
Yes, the sweet potatoes were really good. Next question. Would you do it again? Would you come back?
Absolutely, absolutely.
You recommend it to other people?
I do.
All right.
Try it out.
We appreciate you coming down having dinner with us. We will definitely do it again.
All right, guys, so we're back from the Eagle. We had a great night, great dinner, and so glad that Cedric could join us.
Me too. It was a good time catching up with him. Cedric's one of my oldest friends. I've known him since I was about 5 years old. He's like us. He loves to eat. He loves to cook, and he's just good company, a good guy to be around, a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. So we'll kind of just start with the appetizers that we got.
Okay. We got the jalapeno corn hush puppies and the kale sausage cheese dip. I'll go over the cheese dip. I'll let her handle the hush puppies because she loves hush puppies and she's the expert. The sausage and kale dip, it was a 5 cheese blend. The menu didn't say what 5 cheeses it was, but it was a really good dip. It was really creamy. It was thin. You didn't have to worry about breaking chips when you went in for it. It was served with just regular tortilla chips. The chips were good. The dip was really good. One appetizer was plenty for the three of us. Probably could have fed 5 or 6 people. Good sized portions. Really, really good dip. Would definitely order it again. But on to the Hush Puppies. I will let her cover those because they were amazing.
So normally when I get Hush Puppies, it's with seafood. But these were a little bit different. You know, a typical Hush Puppy to me is that strong onion flavor. It can have some cheese or some spicing up stuff with it, but you know, they're typically harder and a little bit more dense. These things were pillowy. I mean, they still had a crunch to the outside, but they were amazing. And they served it with a sauce called comeback sauce, which Chris kind of related it to the bloomin' onion sauce. I don't normally order that, so I can't really say one way or the other than the sauce was very good. But these things could stand on their own. They were really good and probably my favorite of the entire meal.
Yes, they were excellent Hush Puppies. When we go back, you get 6 in an order. The 2 of us could have ate all 6 of those and wanted more. So when we go back, we'll probably get more than one order. They were that good. Before we get to the entrees, we'll go over what sides we got. At the Eagle, their sides are kind of served family style. They come in giant crocks. One side fed all 3 of us with leftovers.
Yeah.
So if you're a family of 4 and you go to the Eagle and you get a side, it'll feed all 4 of you, not a problem.
Tell them how many sides we got, honey.
We got 6 sides. Well, there was 3 of us, you know, so when you go eat, you usually get 2 sides per person. So we just wanted to make sure we tried a little bit of everything. The first side that we want to talk about was their sweet potato crock. It was a sweet potato casserole covered with toasted marshmallows, and it was excellent. It was really good. Cedric agreed that was his favorite side.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it was my favorite side, but it was up there. It was really good sweet potatoes, really creamy. Real sweet potatoes. You could tell it didn't come out of a can.
Yeah.
And as Debbie mentioned while we were eating, they weren't overly sweet. It didn't taste like a dessert. It tasted more like a side dish, which is good because sometimes people go a little crazy with their sweet potatoes and it's so sweet that you end up eating a lot of it and getting full and not feeling very well and not eating the rest of your dinner.
And a lot of the sweet potato casseroles that I've had, they're a lot, I guess, smooth. These had a little bit of a thickness to it. So it was a little bit heartier. It was more of, I guess, a mashed sweet potato with the topping on it.
Yeah.
There was some sweetness, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't overly done.
It was the perfect amount of sweetness for a side dish.
Yeah.
And then we've got their horseradish mashed potatoes. And kind of the same thing. They were lumpy. You seen chunks of potato in there. It wasn't like super smooth, whipped up. You could tell that they were real potatoes. They left the skin on, which I'm a huge fan of in mashed potatoes. I love getting that skin on there. The only complaint that I have is the menu lists them as horseradish mashed potatoes, but none of us at the table picked up any of that horseradish flavor. They come with a brown gravy on them. The gravy was great. The potatoes were good. I'm not complaining about it. I just wish we could have picked up some of that horseradish. I would definitely order them again. There's nothing wrong with them. I would just like to have gotten some of that horseradish in there.
I think a stronger horseradish flavor would have just taken it to the next level. But it was a solid, really good mashed potato.
Yeah, I've never had horseradish mashed potatoes, so I was kind of excited to try that for the first time. The next thing we got was their cornbread. And listed in the menu, it's called their spoon bread. But it's cornbread. It's not a thick, dense cornbread that you can cut a piece out of with a knife and put it on your plate.
Right.
You actually have to use a spoon to scoop it onto your plate. You said it was served with a maple butter?
Yes.
So they have a big dollop of maple butter on top. The butter was good. The cornbread, it was just average. There was nothing special about it. It wasn't great. It wasn't terrible. You know, it was a good cornbread. It was nothing special. Nothing to make you, want to order it again.
Yeah, I wouldn't. And I'll be honest, I'm kind of a cornbread snob. I want a sweet cornbread when I order it. And I think all the sweetness was meant to be in that butter. And I didn't really get any sweetness in it either.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Then we got their homemade biscuits. They come with the same maple butter and then their homemade blackberry jelly. Those biscuits were really good. They were fluffy, they were light, they were moist, they weren't dry.
They had a nice crunch.
Had a nice crunch on the outside, just pillowy on the inside.
Yeah.
The biscuits were really good. I'm not a fan of blackberries.
I am.
But I put some of the blackberry jam on one, and it was good. It was really good.
It was good.
You give me some grape or strawberry jelly, and I could have ate all those biscuits and been happy as I could be. But they were good biscuits. I would highly recommend them.
Yeah.
The next side we got was their 5-cheese macaroni and cheese with toasted garlic breadcrumbs on top. Very good mac and cheese. It was the spiral cut noodles.
Yeah.
I like those noodles. They hold cheese really well. And overall, it was a really good mac and cheese. I'm not going to say it was the best mac and cheese I've ever had, but it was a really good mac and cheese. I would definitely order it again.
I enjoyed it. I mean, I thought, and I'm typically not one to order mac and cheese as a side because to me, I don't know, sometimes it's either overdone or, and I don't mean overdone as in cooked. I just mean they try and go too big with it, or it's just mundane. This was right in the middle, and it was really good. It had a great flavor. The noodles were great. You know, it had a little bit of crunch with the topping, but it wasn't.
Right. They didn't bury it. They didn't bury it
Right.
with the breadcrumbs and disguise
Right.
it. It was just enough on top.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we got their Aioli Fries. These were shoestring cut fries, which I'm a huge fan of thin fries.
Yeah.
And they were covered in spices. There was some parsley on there, some other things you could see and pick up when you ate. And then it was served with a garlic aioli dipping sauce that was phenomenal.
Yeah, that
This
was
sauce,
really good.
I tasted more horseradish in that aioli
In the mashed
than I did in the
potatoes.
mashed potatoes. But the fries were great, and that dipping sauce was amazing. Would definitely recommend the fries. What did you think?
I really liked them, but unfortunately they were to the far right of me, and the rest of the sides were on the left or right in front of me, and so I probably ate too much of those sides and was a little full to try too many of the French fries. But if I went back, I would definitely get the fries.
Definitely recommend the fries.
They were really good, and the sauce again was great.
And then, so when it come to our entrees, I got the half chicken dinner, which is one breast, one thigh, one leg, and one wing. And they serve it with the spicy honey sauce. The chicken was phenomenal. The skin was crispy. It was seasoned very well. The chicken itself was juicy. I mean, it was dripping juices. And then you put that spicy honey on top of it, and it's amazing. It could very well be the best fried chicken in Louisville. It really could. I mean, it was outstanding.
Yeah, I was a little surprised you let me try some.
She got
I got one bite.
She got one bite.
But that one bite was really good.
It was really good. Cedric got the same thing as I did, and he agreed. You'll see on his segment where he talks about what he got and what he thinks about it. But it was great fried chicken. If you're a Southern fried chicken fan, you have to check this out. Debbie got their chicken sandwich. It had coleslaw on it. It had a spicy mayonnaise and pickles. And this sandwich was like a foot long and 6 inches tall. I mean, when you see the pictures of this sandwich,
We got a little
didn't
notice
even-
from some neighbors on the at the next table.
Yeah.
Staring at my sandwich.
she didn't even eat half of it.
No.
I took one bite, and in that one bite, I decided it could be the best chicken sandwich in Louisville. You know, all these chicken sandwich wars between Popeyes and Chick-fil-A and McDonald's and all that. Go to the Eagle and try their chicken sandwich, and then you'll put all them other ones to bed. What did you think?
I thought it was great. I'm not one for slaw on my sandwich. I know a lot of barbecue places put slaw on their barbecue sandwiches. I've had it before on chicken sandwiches, and I usually get it on the side or just order it without. But this time I really wanted to try it the way that the Eagle makes it. And so I did, and I wasn't disappointed. I'm picky on my slaw. I like a sweet slaw. I don't like the vinegar-based ones. This was just good. I mean, it had a nice crunch to it. It wasn't strong. It didn't overpower the chicken sandwich. So I was really pleased with it.
Yeah, so in my opinion, the chicken sandwich and the Hush Puppies by far stole the show. But overall, everything was excellent. Great environment. We sat outside, They've got little fireplaces. They've got lights up. It'd be a great place in the summertime at night when it's dark out. Beautiful atmosphere. The only thing we didn't talk about was the drink that Debbie got. What was it? Blackberry lemonade.
It had vodka. It was a vodka.
Made with vodka. You'll see it in the video.
Excellent.
I'm not a drinker, but I tried it. It was really good. It wasn't strong. I didn't pick up a whole lot of the alcohol in it. It's one of those drinks that could get you in trouble because you could drink several of them and not even realize it. Really good drink. Great restaurant. Had a great time. Would highly recommend it to anybody. And we will definitely be back.
And they did have an extensive drink menu.
They did.
The whole back side of the menu was pretty much.
Absolutely. They've got all kinds of different bourbons, special order bourbons, rare bourbons. We're not bourbon people, but they had a lot of drinks. They had 2 huge bars, one outside, one inside. Just an awesome place. Would definitely recommend it to anyone who loves Southern cooking and bourbon and drinks and sitting outside and just enjoying the day. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe, hit the like button and the bell for notifications, and we will see you on the next one.
Bye, guys.